Hello, hello, I'm Ivanovsky,
And I'm Claystron.
and we are bringing you an extra special treat today. We have SpaceWhales versus Jordaaaaaaan on Shattered Temple, a TvZ.
SpaceWhales being the red Terran and
Jordaaaaaaan
Jordan.
being the blue Zerg who likes the letter A. I'm guessing he started out playing Terran, because that's how you play Terran if you want to win.
Anyway, so we're going to take a little segue from the game right now.
From the game here, yeah. We're going to put out a call for casts, or a call for replays to cast, rather. We're going to run a special this week because we're, hurting for replays a little bit, and we don't necessarily want to just make this channel, we cast the same three guys' games over and over and over again. We want to put out a call to you, the fans, anybody who's watching in, really. And the first 5 people who we do not know who send us a cast, or send us a replay to cast, will get cast and put up on our channel. So if you want to, be able to say hey to your friends, I got cast on YouTube by these random guys, that's great. Just be one of the first 5 to send us a game that's, we reserve the right to refuse a game if it's, just like clearly Wood League or some bullshit that you send us. But if you send us a decent game, we'll cast it.
We will cold cast
simple
them.
as that.
Cold
cast, limit 1 per customer.
We are going to screen them via SC2 gears, look at the APM, resources
just to make sure that, it's a decent game.
Yeah. But we won't actually look at the game themselves until we cast them. But yeah, just go ahead and send those replays to casting.engineers@gmail.com. You can also
find that on our YouTube channel.
Yep, you can find that under the info section of the YouTube channel.
All right, getting into this game. We've already had a little bit of BM out of SpaceWhales, who said, hi, good luck, have fun. I think making fun of Jordan a little bit, which is good. It's important to BM. That's part of the metagame right now. And Jordan just going to respond by checking down a 15 hatch and, probably about a 15 or 16 spawning pool. Getting his gas just now.
Yep.
Standard ZVT opening.
SpaceWhales, on the other hand, looks like he's going for something akin to a Reaper expand. He's got his first Reaper on the way. But, I mean, it is SpaceWhales, so you never know. It may not be an expand. It may just be Reapers.
That's right. Expect something interesting out of SpaceWhales. His builds were given to him by the galactic cetaceans that he, frequently speaks to and gets ideas to, just help the Terran metagame along into the future. More about the SpaceWhales backstory to come.
Yes, in future games. This is a Masters level game. We know that SpaceWhales is a mid to high Masters player.
Better than 50% win ratio.
Which just goes to show you that even with really crazy builds, you can win up in the Masters.
Reaper in the base, taking some hits from Zerglings.
He's got 10 HP.
Going to have to back up.
2 more barracks going down.
Didn't get too much scouting off. At the high, mid to high level Masters game, you can pretty much assume there's going to be 4 Zerglings, and that's what the Reaper saw.
Jordan positioning his Overlord back here behind the base of SpaceWhales up here on the ledge. It's a very good position for this Overlord so that he can send him in around 7-minute mark, and he can't be shot down unless SpaceWhales floats a building up there to shoot him down. Looks like we have Zergling speed on the way, 2 barracks, a factory. Since he's continuing to build Reapers, I imagine this factory is for Reaper speed. We'll have to see about that.
Quite a bit of Terran buildings for one base.
Yes.
Meanwhile, we do have the Reapers continuing to poke up into the base. The Zerglings! And they are going to pick off a few Zerglings and just back right out. Being annoying more than anything, but, hey, if you can make a Zerg have to build any number more not drones and spend any APM on not injects, then you're doing something right.
Yep. So we have these Reapers moving down here to a little thing on the bottom of the map. Between
2 more Tech Lab barracks and a starport coming down.
Yep.
I think that we're going to see another Reaper medevac play by the SpaceWhales.
We have 3 Reapers in production, Nitro packs that very rarely made upgrade is now being researched.
And at this point, Jordaaaaaaan has seen enough Reapers that he's going to chuck down that Roach Warren. It's almost finished.
Yep, they're just finished.
Which is the absolute correct response to Reapers. Roaches, between the bonus to light on the Reaper and the armor on the Roach, Roaches only take a third of the damage that Zerglings take.
But he needs to be careful not to overproduce Roaches, because Reapers come from Tech Lab barracks, which means that if SpaceWhales comes in here and sees that there's a lot of Roaches, he can start producing Marauders out of the infrastructure that he already has.
And here come a massive number of Reapers up into the base, going to demonstrate just what kind of damage Reapers can do to buildings before they back up. Jordan has to be a little bit worried about this, but his Roaches are coming out. And now you're going to see just how powerful Roaches really are against Reapers. Total of 50 HP on those Reapers. Can't take too many acid saliva shots. And there are the Reapers falling.
And the medevac picks up about 5 of them.
That's right. I think we saw 2 more Reapers go down there. Total of 4 Reapers lost for SpaceWhales at this point in the game. But he has forced a lot of units out of the Zerg, and so that in and of itself is some damage.
I mean, there's 11 Roaches out. So
big
now,
tech play from the Zerg now, dropping both a Spire and a Baneling Nest.
Yep. Now that SpaceWhales has seen all of those Roaches, he's going to start making Marauders. He's getting Concussive, he's getting Stim. And Marauders are very good against Roaches.
SpaceWhales is finally expanding, floating his command center that he's built down to the Nat.
These Reapers are still trying to find an entrance. These, like 7 Roaches here are going to deny that as much as possible.
But that's quite good at this point, because it really does keep the Zerg in his base, prevent him from moving out. But that Spire is about 2/3 of the way done, and SpaceWhales is going to need to spot that and know to start getting the anti-air he needs.
Yeah, SpaceWhales has 0 anti-air right now.
Absolutely nothing.
We have a medevac full of Reapers coming into the mains of the Zerg. This medevac is actually useful for 2 reasons with the Reapers. One, you can load them up and they can fly, which isn't quite as useful because Reapers can go up and down cliffs anyway. The other really useful thing for it is you can spot up cliffs before your Reapers hop up. That way, you know if there's Roaches or Zerglings or something sitting up there and you don't blindly hop up into them and lose all your Reapers.
We have a big Marauder pile building up at the base of SpaceWhales base.
8
mutas are almost done.
Yep. The mutas are now...
And look at this, SpaceWhales, he's a mid to high Masters player. He knows the timings. He's already getting some Marines, but this many mutas might be able to catch him off guard a little bit.
He drops an engineering bay and he runs the Reapers up to the Zerg's base, drawing the mutas away from his base. This is an incredibly smart move. These mutas shouldn't be chasing after the Reapers. He should be using the Roaches to chase down the Reapers. The mutas are much more...
Roaches already counter the Reapers. He does not need to be wasting precious Mutalisk time on that.
Yeah.
SpaceWhales is buying himself the time that he needs to get up a little bit more anti-air, enough to deal with these Mutalisks.
If those mutas had gone immediately down here into the base, when he had seen the Reapers in the middle of the map, he should have just been like, alright, I've got Roaches, the Roaches will deal with the Reapers, time to just go attack his base.
That's right. I don't think he would have killed SpaceWhales with the mutas, but they would have actually done some damage.
Yes,
oh, Josh, do you see what I'm looking
down this thing.
Do you see this?
I see this.
SpaceWhales is pulling the mining zealots off of the mineral line and going to bring them right into the battle where they really belong. And those mutas are going to fly down to that base and be like, hey, where are the SCVs? I can't do any damage.
It's only Roaches here. Roaches
SCVs
not so
are going
good
to run
against
forward and tank
Marauders.
the Roach shots for these Marauders. Marauders doing huge damage to the Roaches. There is not a whole lot of anti-air in there, but there are a few Marines being healed by medevacs, so he's going to have to pull the Mutalisks to come help deal with this, but it is going to be close.
Yeah, now he also should have pulled back those mutas in order to fight with his Roaches, because, you know, engaging with half your army is never a good idea.
SCVs and Marauders doing a good job at tanking the Muta bounce. Meanwhile, the Mutas clean up the first round of Marines, but more are rallied in.
There's only 2 mutas left. No mutas left. And
Jordaaaaaaan has been caught off guard by this attack, does not have the larva to spend his money, and SpaceWhales is going to take this game.
Yep. And
LOL!
What a joke.
What a joke. And
Yeah.
Jordaaaaaaan leaves the game.
Yep. Crazy strategy. Yeah, there's ways to beat it. But
Yet another SpaceWhales game. Thanks for watching, and remember, send your replays to casting.engineers@gmail.com. First 5 get casted.